Hey my beautiful friends, your girl in blue and welcome back to my channel. I just dropped my kid off at school and now I'm just like getting ready to go for my walk. But want to first say thank you very much for coming to my channel. If you're returning, thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate you guys. Remember to like this video, to share it, and also to follow my channel. I really need to get back on the algorithm, yeah, and only you can help me get there. So today I want to talk about this Cardi B story. I'm sure you guys have been seeing like a lot of stuff going on, but you know, it's funny. Cardi B was quiet for a while, and then she's been dropping, like she dropped bongos, which flopped, and then she dropped enough, which flopped, and then she dropped she jumped onto, what is the song called? Oh my god, like I heard this song, I was singing it in my head, the Flo Milli song, guys. Like if you remember the song, I've forgotten the name of the title. That collaboration didn't do too well, but the song was already hot, which was crazy. But anyway, now she announced that she's going to be releasing an album. Like that was a couple of months ago, I think like 2 months ago. And then she came out, you know, saying that she's getting a divorce from her husband, you know. And then at some point she, you know, she put out something shouting at her mother-in-law, you know, talking about how she wasn't born with animals. She wasn't born by animals. She's got family and her family will love her children, and it seemed like she was having like some problems with her in-laws. And like it just seems like right now things are just difficult. Yeah, she's still on the algorithm. She's talking about her weight. She's talking about, she said she had a freak accident and then she had to go to hospital, and then like she was on morphine, and she was like, oh, when she got home she was so high. Like she's been like giving people updates about what's going on in her life, and I think the reason for that is so that she stays on the algorithm, so that when she drops her music, you know, people are already talking about her. I think it's really smart. And you know, with Cardi B, like every time she's about to drop something, there's always gonna be like some contention over something. There's gonna be like some kind of fight, or I don't know, like some issues or whatever, but then she gets people talking. So you know, when she, oh yeah, and she also announced that she is pregnant. She did like the pregnancy announcement. So like it seemed like a done deal. I would have expected right at that time when like people were talking the most after she dropped that stuff, for her to drop the album. But she still hasn't dropped the album, you guys. And it is looking like she might actually not drop the album, because she just recently came out saying that she will be dropping a mixtape. I don't know, like, yeah, you know, I don't know how to feel. To be honest, like when she dropped her album in 2018, that was oh my goodness, today, this morning, my brain is still in bed. I woke up super early. My kid like woke me up at like 4, and I have been up since then. And I went to bed at 12, so I've had 4 hours of sleep. So Invasion of Privacy, that album was a very good album. Like it got awards, it got a Grammy. Like it was a solid piece of work. I'm not gonna lie and say like I did not enjoy it. I had like that music bumping in my car for the longest. And you know, like her next sophomore album has been like strongly anticipated, and like people have been talking about that. There've been so many conversations about it, and even Joe Biden said no, Cardi B is now not gonna drop an album. She's now gonna be a singles artist, and she was so mad about it. She dragged him for filth, and he had to come out and apologize. So right now, what is really going on with Cardi B? Is she going to drop the album or not? What do you think? I personally think she might drop it, but I don't think it's going to do as well as Invasion of Privacy. And I think she is feeling the pressure. You know, like sometimes when you succeed, it pushes you to the extreme, and that place is similar to failure. Actually, I think when you succeed a lot, you get into that point of anxiety that you cannot redo the same thing, you cannot recreate the same success, and you feel that if you do not reach that milestone, you might be ridiculed and humiliated. And that can actually like cause like some serious paralysis. You know, you might even not be able to like create as well, because there is that block in your way. And the same thing happens when you fail. Sometimes when you fail, you don't want to recreate that sense of failure because you know how it feels, and you are afraid that you'll be ridiculed for continuing to be a failure and not breaking out and not having a breakthrough. So I feel like that's where Cardi B actually is. And her confidence has suffered because I think there was a point where she said, oh, she experiences a lot of anxiety when it comes to her music. And she also said that she is a perfectionist, you know, so she can't really drop anything until she is 100%, you know, sure about it. And you might find that maybe she has also been like presenting some music to her record label, and they've been saying, no, this is not going to be good enough. And when people keep telling you that something is not good enough, it hits your self-esteem. And you might find that, you know, she is working. People think that maybe she's just lazy and not doing anything. She probably is working, and she is trying to put the album through, but she is met by that resistance, and therefore it is causing like even more mental fatigue and lack of self-esteem. I just think what she should do, drop maybe 1 or 2 more singles, try hard and push those. Get like maybe like a really good collaboration with a strong artist who's got a good fan base. Maybe try somebody within like the pop field, because like usually like a collaboration between a pop artist and a hip-hop artist, it's usually good because it like shows you like 2 sides of the coin. You know, there is the hard hip-hop side and then the soft pop. So maybe she should actually like try and go in that direction. Oh, she had the collaboration with Shakira, Panteria. Was it the Panteria? I forgot the name of the song, but that song flopped. Oh, that was embarrassing. And I don't even think she pushed it as hard actually. Like, she hasn't really been like, I don't know if it's the label that's not helping to push the songs, or if she's not putting in the effort, but she really needs to put out singles to get people excited about the album, and drop the album before the end of the year. Just drop the album, okay, and then push it really hard. Try and collaborate with like some other products, so that maybe you might be putting some adverts. Try and like get your song licensed into let me drop my earphone, licensed maybe into some movies or shows, something relevant. Have your music out there. That's what is important. Cardi B, get your music out there, push it. And if this album flops, it shouldn't be the end. You can still come back. A lot of artists have actually like have their sophomore album flop, and then they come back and then they redeem themselves. So put out the album. Just put it out. Put out the album. There is no other way around this, you know. If it does well, great. If it doesn't do well, you can still do something again. Unless music is really not your passion. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, and then I was watching Storm Monroe yesterday, and then he like dropped some tea about what happened between Cardi B and Offset's parents. In 2018, I don't know if you guys recall that Offset was accused of cheating on Cardi B with Summer Bunny. And then like recently there was like an allegation that Offset has got another woman pregnant. And then that time when Cardi B said she went to hospital because she had a freak accident, Storm Monroe says actually she had been hit by Offset's mother. And it looks like his parents don't love him. I mean, don't love her. There's like stuff going on, and that's probably the reason why she's getting the divorce from Offset. Well, what I can say about that is, you know, when you are married, you gotta love your in-laws. You gotta love your husband's mother, because that woman loves that man. So you have to love them. If like there's any beef, you have to squash it. You have to date that beef. It's important because you are family, and it's never gonna end. And even after they get a divorce, she still has to work it out. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. Have a wonderful